Michael Spivey, aka Mr. Eunice with the Spivey and Dane Real Estate Group, partnered with Fast Real Estate and brokered by XP Realty. Today, we're excited to have Fred Curzon back from Fairway Mortgage. I just want to have Fred share a little bit more detail, kind of what we're going to get into today, who he is, and we'll start from there.
Yeah, hi everybody, Fred Curzon with Fairway Mortgage. Michael and I were talking and we wanted to touch on interest rates. I know it's a big topic right now. Everyone's talking about, hey, I want to wait until the market cools down or until interest rates go down. So we just kind of want to have a little conversation about, how that could affect your buying potential and what the numbers would actually look like if you decided to wait.
What would you say for people that want to hold off and wait for lowest interest rates?
Yeah, that's a great question. So if we compare the appreciation and the gains in equity that you receive by buying a home now, let's say in 6 months. So if you purchased a home at $800,000 right now, put 20% down, and the appreciation level we're at 6%, which would be, a conservative estimate, then in 6 months, you gain $24,000 in equity. And I want to show you the monthly payment difference between an interest rate at 5.5% and at 3.5%. So here you can see this would be just the principal and interest. $800,000 home, 20% down, so a $640,000 loan amount, 30-year term. So your principal and interest would be about $3,600. If somehow interest rates magically decreased to 3.5%, you would be at almost $2,900 per month. That's going to be about a $760 difference per month, which is pretty considerable, right? But if we look at your savings over those 6 months, your savings would only be about $4,500. And if we compare that to the equity gains of $24,000, that's just the drop in the water. So, if you purchase now, you're gaining equity. You could also have that money to refinance later when interest rates do fall again, and you'd still have gained all of that equity. You'd also not be paying your monthly rent, and the interest on a mortgage is tax deductible.
I think those are all, very huge points and key details people need to think about, because it's not necessarily a straightforward decision where you can look at one factor to ultimately decide what is the best way to move forward. Is there any kind of last pieces that, you feel we should talk about, or anything you'd like to share for, anybody else out there?
I think are starting to see this shift a little bit more towards a buyer's market and, less offers on every home. Even though interest rates are high right now, the still a little bit less competitive market to enter into versus last year or even just a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe down the line, it might be good to kind of show historically where interest rates have been as well. So although, we are at a high, quote unquote, now, where things, could be at and kind of how that changes. But another conversation for, another day. And once again, I just want to thank you, Fred, for stopping by, sharing everything for everybody out there. Hopefully this conversation has kind of piqued an interest, opened a new thought that, you didn't know was there. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free. All of my information along with Fred's information will be below. We also will have a link to the articles that you see that Fred talked about today. And from there, until next time, comment down below if you guys have any questions, anything you'd like to hear. And hopefully this was helpful. Thanks again, Fred.
Right.